Okay, I recently did a iFootage Monopod review and looked at this, was really jazzed about it. I got pummeled, hammered with emails and questions and comments about this thing. Some just questions, some pointing out how bad I was that I didn't use these filmmaking terms, and everything in between. Let me clear these up real quick. Should be a short video. Number one, first thing is the measurements. People were wondering, how does this fit in a suitcase? I had no problem with it. Let's measure this thing. If you just fold it up like this, which I don't know why you would do this, fold it up like this. This is the longest it's gonna get on the short end. Let's measure that. I have 27.5 inches from the tip down to this rubber nub sticking out, 70 centimeters. If I were gonna travel with this, I would pull this off, I would fold it up, and I would throw it in the suitcase like that. That gets us down to, if I'm traveling, need it in a suitcase, that gets us down to 23 inches, which is, looks like 59 centimeters. I fit this in my, I had a big suitcase, and then I had a little carry-on, and then I had a medium-sized suitcase. I had no problem fitting this diagonally. That'll answer that question. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, this guy. Let's pull the top off and put this on here. So someone got all bent out of shape because I didn't use these filmmaking terms and really doesn't understand this channel too much. I call this a little thingy. And oh my gosh, what are you doing? Give me a break. I also called it a Minipod. Oh my gosh. Filmmaking terms is called a hi-hat. It's H-I-H-A-T, not H-I-G-H. If you search or Google hi-hat, you'll see a bunch of these. This is a hi-hat, okay? Hi-hat, this is a hi-hat. Cool? Good. This is also a Minipod, and this is also a cool little thingy. Okay, next, height. Somebody was like, well, I don't know, you say 71 inches, but 74, but you're this and you're that. I'm getting all confused. Let's measure the damn thing and find out. So, if I take this, I put this on here, let's extend it all the way. With the feet on the hi-hat down like this, I mean, you could put it up like this and get some, but this is as low as the feet go, and they're steady. Let's see what kind of measurement we have. 71 inches is, it's a little more than 71 inches. 71 inches, 1 inch away from 6 feet. That's 180, it's actually a little more, it's about 181 centimeters from the bottom. Any questions? Okay, good. Next. Okay, so I got all sorts of grief because I put my camera on here and I didn't use a video head or anything else, and that's because when I took this and got this from NAB, as I mentioned in the video, I was showing you how I mounted my camera on this, and I used it as is in all the ways I used it as is. Well, okay, you can mount a video head on here, and you should. To go out and expect to get tilt shots and pan shots and stuff like that with this, you can kind of pull it off, but of course you're gonna put a video head on here. The best way to do that is with a quick release plate. Now, I have this Arca quick release plate, I have this Manfrotto quick release plate. I'm losing these, I'm getting the Arca. I'll do a video later and show you why. But here's what you do. You get a quick release plate, you screw it on and you tighten it down. Now, I have this stuff on all my gear. Now here's what you do. You got that, right? Okay, over here on this tripod, which happens to also be an iFootage tripod, I have a quick release plate. I can move it, I can pan it, I can tilt it, I can do all sorts of things with it. Undo it, it's locked down. I press the button and pull it out. Come over to my Monopod. That is why you would use a quick release plate. I use this all the time. I transfer this from my Monopod to my tripod, to my slider, to whatever I happen to be doing. They're just all transferable, so I can unmount the rig and rig it someplace else. In fact, over there, I have a cage. I think I've shown this in a previous video. I have a tripod down here. I have a quick release plate on that. I have the cage on a quick release plate, and I can just undo the entire thing and pull off my cage, my recorder, my monitor, my cables, my batteries, and everything, and just pull it off and mount it somewhere else. Okay, next thing. Someone was worried about, will it handle weight and it's gonna fall over and all that stuff, because they saw another monopod, perfectly respectable monopod, I forget who they were, that had 7-inch feet. So let's measure these. The feet on this from the center line are 6 inches. So there you go. Now I have this thing mounted on here. This is quite a heavy camera. I have the camera, I have the battery grip, I have the 701 HDV head, I have a quick release plate, I have the quick release plate acceptor, and I have a 24-105 beefy lens on here. It's quite heavy. So let's set this down over here. All right, there you go. Now if you point the camera lens with this, then you get it so it's very stable. Can you see that? Whoop, there it is. Let's do it between the feet. That would be there. That would be there. Okay. It's not falling over. I mean, sure, it's a little unstable, but if you're going to use one of these and you're gonna set it up so it falls over, it's gonna fall over. So you just move this, you set your camera so it's pointed towards the leg or whatever lens, and there you go. That is a lot of weight. Obviously, I've just tilted this over. It's not falling over. You can also go this way. Obviously, you would go this way towards on a leg, like that. It's not falling over. Back to vertical. I would have my hands on this. I'd have no problem with setting this. I'm not gonna set up a monopod with all this gear on it somewhere in the middle of a giant chute and just leave it sit there. I wouldn't do that with a tripod. People are gonna run into it and knock it over. If someone runs into this and hits this, is it gonna fall over? Yes. If someone runs into this and hits it, is it gonna fall over? Probably not. Well, then use a tripod. The monopod's existence is for ease of travel, ease of use. That being said, you can see I've mounted a bunch of stuff on here. You can see it's sturdy. You can see the legs don't mean anything. You now know what a hi-hat is. You now know what the dimensions are. I hope I answered all your questions. If you have more, put them in the video description below and in the comments. I'll answer anything. Okay, cool. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.